If you never try, you will never know. Never know what's gonna happen if you don't take the first step. If you already like tried like 10 times, 20 times and it's not working out, and you're like depressed or like you have unmotivated, then I think it's good to change your strategy or good to change what you want. But if you're like giving up before you even try, then not in tune with yourself. And I really think that people who are in tune with themselves, they try to do whatever is good for them and try to do what they aiming to do in life. And so in terms of like having a dream, in terms of having a goal and purpose in life, it's very important to just try. And if you tried once and if you tried one time and you improve on that, like you improve on how it feels, you improve on what progress you have, and you have that positive feeling about your progress, and you improve on that, and you just like keep on trying. Because if you never try, you will never know. You will never know what's it gonna be like. You will never know where it's going to take you, and you will never know what feeling it is going to bring you. So it's very important to just try. Is not a bad thing. Like it perceived as like if you're trying too hard, it's like negative thing, but it's not. Because when someone is trying to build a skill, it's not like subjective, because it's going to be like objective, because you're trying to better your skills and you not like trying to lie or something. It's just you're building your skill. So on the path of that, you can fail as many times as you can, and you can try as many times as you can, and it's not perceived as bad thing, I think. And it's very important to just keep on trying and do what you think you do what you plan to do. And also, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. So just like plan everything and think about everything, and think about what you want in life, and like write it in a notebook, and thinking that, why am I giving this advice to you? Because I used to be like always the thinker, always thinking about what I want to do, but never taking action. And the motivation comes from the action you took, what action you took. So you want to be a writer, or you want to write a book, and you write a one paragraph, and you write a one chapter, and you write one book, and you have that one book, and you never know what's gonna happen. Like after that, you're gonna write another book. But it's never about writing one paragraph and thinking that you cannot do it and you give up. That's just bad. So I really think that if you want to write a book, just like give it a try, write a one paragraph and see how you feel. How you feel about that, how you feel about achieving that goal, how you feel about that progress, or what story did you write. And I think motivation comes from that, like trying, because if you never try, you will never know. So it's very, very good to just try what you want in life, like in terms of your dream and goals and passion. And goals and passion, and a lot of people refer to it as like, if you want to be a singer, if you want to just help people, like whatever in that, you want to help people by teaching something, or like just like doing something that also helps people. So it's really important to also know that, because what you want in life, and also what the world needs, and in between, like the first two things intertwined is what you can do, and what is like worth to be doing. Yeah, so I really think I don't have any like expectation of this video is going viral, or like a lot of people watch it or not, but I still do my YouTube videos, and I still think that if my video helps just one person, then my purpose is done. Like my purpose is filled. So I really think that it's important to just try out, just sing one note, just write one paragraph. And if you want to be like cook, like if you want to be a chef, just try one recipe and even get a like help from people. Like people are gonna help you if you say that you want to try cooking, and if you want to like help me or not. And if one person said no to you, it's okay. Like another person, ask from another person, because don't just limit yourself from just one person, because you never know what's happening in that person's life. And also it's important to also get to know people, right? And I think people don't succeed like alone. People succeed with other people's help. And self-made is like myth. But for some people it works, but some people may not work. So that is why it's very, very important what works for you, whether or not you're working alone or like working in a group, helping people, or getting a help from other people. Your mindset is also important, that if you're thinking that the glass is half full, or it's only like half glass of water. So I used to not understand that when I was 20 years old. So I had this experience now. I'm in my late 20s, and to also know what you want, to write what you want in your notebook, and to just have that path in front of you if you don't know what you want to do. So, and you're gonna figure it out on the way. A lot of people, they're not very good in their art. Like they're still learning, but they still do what they want to do. And also it's important to like work on where your limiting beliefs are coming from. Like if you're limiting yourself that you can't do something, like you have the shortcomings, like for me, I'm a naturally introverted person. Like I'm very introverted, and I used to be very shy when I was a kid. And I had this limiting belief that I can't talk to other people, and I'm not supposed to like work in a job that is like communicating with others on a daily basis. But that was my limiting belief, that I can't do something because of my circumstances, because of my personality or my circumstances. But I needed that grow. Like I needed to talk to people, I needed to have community, that when I moved abroad, because it's not good to always being like alone. So I really needed to grow in order for me to adapt into my environment. So my limiting belief was that I'm a naturally shy person, so I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. But that was just me limiting myself. So if you're like struggling with having a limiting belief that if you want to achieve something but you can't do it, then reprogram that belief in your system that you can do it. Like you can reprogram that thought in your head, by repeating the opposite of what you think every single day, even if you don't believe it. Affirmation words, and like just like think to yourself that you are beautiful, you are happy, you can do amazing things, you are capable, and things like that. If you keep saying that to yourself, your subconscious will start to believe it, and you can move towards that direction, because your subconscious does not know the difference, and it naturally adapts into what your thoughts are. That is why it's very, very important to always thinking in the positive thoughts, even if you're like feeling unmotivated, even if you're feeling like negative thoughts. You have to reprogram yourself into thinking positive thoughts so that you can live a positive life. So it really creates, like, affirmation words creates new neural pathways that you want to create in your life. That is why it's important to like manifest what you want and write it in your notebook, and try to like reinforce yourself with it every day so that you can live what you want in life. Because in terms of like dreams, goals, and passion, what you want, what partner do you want, like what job do you want to do? Even my profession is journalist, and with my given personality, like I had very, very shy personality, and I needed to I needed to like speak in front of camera. And with my shy personality, that's like no, like naturally I say no to those things, but I still do what I needed to do to become a journalist, to speak in front of camera, to speak in front of a lot of people, and which is broadcasting on a television. So it's very important to overcome your limiting beliefs and also write down what you want in life so that you can live your dream life. To in terms of your goals and passion, in terms of your what you want, like what life do you want? If you want to travel, if you want to travel the world, if you want to travel to like only 2 countries, 1 country, just like write it in your notebook, and your subconscious is gonna think that it's going towards that direction, and it's going to move towards that direction and do things that is going towards that direction. So it's very, very important to know what you want and work towards that goal. A lot of people that I know, they're not good in their art. Like they just keep going and learn and figure out on the way. They don't give up when someone said to them that they're not good enough or they're not capable enough. So it's one thing to not have the skills, and it's one thing to wanting another thing. So it's very, very important to just keep going on what you want to achieve in life and what skill do you want to build, because people are building their skill. And when you're just like thinking about it, when you're thinking that whether or not you're able to do it or not, other people are just going for it and still they have that experience and they build on that. So it's very, very important to just keep going and having this mindset that you can do it. Because if you're just thinking that, oh, I'm gonna fail, or oh, I can't do that, or if you're having that negative belief in yourself, your subconscious will think that it's not gonna do it. So it's very, very important to have that belief in you. And I'm saying this like a lot of the times, like because I used to not understand this and I used to limit myself that I'm a shy person, I can't talk to people, I can't do things, I don't deserve good things. That was my thoughts. But I tried to like reprogram these thoughts because I needed that growth. I needed that growth in me, that to live the life that I love and to do the things that I love. So I wanted to help people, but I couldn't even help myself at the time. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I used to think that I can't even write a paragraph. Always study in terms of like having the knowledge in life. So there's like not a barrier of me. There's no barrier to me to achieve a thing that I want in terms of building skills, because Rome wasn't built in a day. It was built of hundreds and hundreds of days, and a lot of people's efforts in every day, because efforts can make it perfect. Like practice makes perfect, efforts can make perfect, and discipline have make it perfect. Because we live in a world that is like trying hard is perceived as a bad thing, but because it's not. Because when you try to want to be like just like good person, when you just try to help people, when you just try to build a better skills, can do it better than you. There's no one like you, and you have that base confidence in you so that you can do a lot of things and achieve your goals and dreams and passions in this life. In terms of like doing the thing that you love, and if you want to paint, if you want to like also figure out what the world also needs in terms of doing what you love. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope this video was helpful to someone, even like one person. And yeah, I see you in my next video. Bye bye.